beautifuls, welcome back to my channel. Okay guys, so today I decided to do a Euphoria look. So if you guys watch Euphoria, y'all know that show is so lit. And in the show there's this girl named Maddie. I swear Maddie is me all the way. So she is extra as hell. She wears crazy makeup, she wears jewels all over her eyes, which I think is so fire. I wish I did that type of makeup in high school. So a lot of girls were recreating how she did her eyeshadows. They did blue, but inside they put like jewels all inside. So I wanted to keep the blue and the white, but I also wanted to add some jewels, but I didn't want to do the same thing that everyone's doing. I wanted to put like my own type of style. So I decided to just do 3 little jewels around the eyes. And I love it so much, and I'm super excited for the next season. So the second season of Euphoria is about this girl named Jules, and I think in the last season she also had like a nice glam going on. So because of Jules, because of Euphoria, because of Maddie, this happened, and I just love it so much. I think it's so cute. My favorite color is blue. I call you guys my jewels, and I just feel like this look is everything. Honestly, I'm so proud of how this look came out. I struggled so much for that white eyeliner, but I'm so happy it came out the way it did. I love the touch of the jewels. It just gave it like that extra pop. And you guys know me, I'm very like pop. I'm very out there. Like I love anything that's jewelry, any blue sparkle shimmer glitter. That's me. That's like my whole personality. Also, since January is almost over, I wanted to give you guys like a nice blue, some cozy vibes, some little glasses that is blue. I honestly had these blue glasses since forever, and it just gave me like J-Lo vibes, so I bought it, and like this just looks perfect for this look. I just think it's so cute. All right guys, I'm gonna let y'all see how I created this look. But before you leave, don't forget to subscribe, like, comment down below, turn notifications on so you never miss my videos. And thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time. Alright guys, I'm going to start off with my Urban Decay eye primer just to prime these eyes. And we're going to use the palette Blue Blood from Jefree Star. And I'm going to go in with the shade Priceless, which is kind of like a nude, soft, very like white or pink, but it's like a very soft color, and I'm going to use this as my transition shade so I can move on to other colors. I just feel like whenever you use a transition shade, it's so helpful. So now I'm going to go in with the shade Celebrity Skin. Oh my god guys, this shade is so beautiful. Like I love this shade so much. Like I never had that type of shade before. Like it's like a brown but a tan, but it's literally like your skin color. Like it's a perfect shade. Even though Blue Blood is a palette filled with blues, it does have nice shades like this and other transition shades, which are extremely useful. Now I'm cutting my crease. You guys can use any type of concealer, they all do the same thing. But when I'm cutting my crease, I wanted to do kind of like a lined crease. So I did this before in my other previous videos. It definitely takes a while to do like that perfect concealer wing for my cut crease, but eventually I got it. So now moving on to the shade Blue Blood. The shade is perfect for today's look. It's not too light, it's not too dark. It's like the perfect blue. But I'm also going to put this all over my lid where I just did my cut crease. And after that, I'm going to apply white liner on the top just so that it could pop off. I realized whenever you put white liner on top of a color, it just makes the color pop out a little bit more, which is kind of what I was going for. So now I'm just applying the white liner in the bottom as well, and I'm just going to do the whole process all over again on the left eye, which I struggled so much. So I had to cut a lot because we would have been here forever just seeing my struggle. So just know it took a while, okay? Honestly, the hardest part of doing this eye wasn't even like the cutting the crease, or it wasn't like the shade. It was the damn white liner. Like, I don't know. I feel like one eye always looks better than the other eye, and I'm like weird. Like I need to have everything to look the same exact way. If it does not look like that, I start wilding out. When it comes to makeup, I'm that type of girl that my eyebrows need to look even, my eyeshadow, my liner, it just has to, because if not, I lose my mind. So it took me a while, but then I got it. So now I'm just putting some black eyeliner on, and I got some lashes on. I'm using my bold face lashes in the style Thrill Seeker. And now for primer, I'm using my Milk Hydro Grip Primer. So far, I have been liking this primer a lot, but I still can't say it's better than my Juno & Company, but I really do enjoy this primer. Now for foundation, I'm using my YSL Foundation, and oh my god, I know I'm always telling you guys how good my foundation smells, how good my setting powder smells, but this foundation has like a unique scent to it. It just smells so great. I love it so much. But anywho, today I'm using another brush as well. I didn't want to use my sponges. I just wanted to use my brush so that I could show you guys another technique of applying foundation. I feel like a brush and a sponge would be like the perfect combo for foundation. But okay, now moving on to concealer, I'm using my Nars and my Elf concealer so that I could conceal these under eyes. When I first started doing my makeup, I remember everybody would tell me how important it was to use concealer, and I finally realized what they meant. It really does make a difference. So now moving on to bronzer, I'm using my Fenty Beauty bronzer in the shade Macchiato. I do now have a bronzer powder, but I'm going to show you guys everything in my haul once I get everything together. The blending is so smooth. It gives you like a nice warm touch to your face. It's so pretty, and I'm so excited to actually use this combo with my powder bronzer. I'ma just look so poppin'. So now moving on to Huda Beauty, I'm using my baking powder to snatch up these cheeks. Okay, so I finally decided I actually want to buy another baking powder because I want to just compare, you know, this one and another one. So comment down below and let me know which baking powder I should buy next. So here I'm just going to bake under my eyes to make sure it has a nice, bright, beautiful texture. Now that we're done baking, I'm going to move on to setting my face with my Sephora microsmooth foundation powder. I love this powder so much because it is foundation, so it's not going to give you a white base. And now for blush, I'm going to use my Tarte blush in the shade Party, which gives me like a nice soft pink. It's not too bright. It's like a nice blush color. And now for my highlighter, I'm using my Amrezy highlighter. Honestly, if you guys use a setting spray on your brush with the highlighter, it will definitely make a difference. Like, you'll have that more wet look. I like the wet look. If that's not for you, then don't do it, but I like that. I'm going to go in with the shade Blue Blood, and I'm going to apply it under my eyes so it can give me that more dramatic look. The blue and the black and the white, I just feel like it pops my eyes so much more. Now for my lips, I'm going to use my Morphe lip gloss in the shade Freebird. It's a very glossy, light brown. Like, you can't really tell, but it just gives you like a nice shade and like a really good gloss to it. And to top that off, I'm going to use my Anastasia lip gloss in the shade Diamond, which gives me like a nice glittery, extra shiny lips. And I love me some glossy lips. Now I'm going to set my face with my Jefree Star Morphe setting spray, and we are done for today's look. I hope you guys enjoyed my Euphoria, jewel, blue, liner, everything type of look. Thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time.